All right, good morning, folks. Welcome to Coffee and Crabs. After all that talk in the morning rollout there about how organized my life probably is, today, not organized. I actually forgot to make, usually what I do is I make up the thumbnails and I get the video, the plan for the week ahead on Sunday. And I put everything up there. Well, I didn't do that over the weekend. I had other things going on. So yeah, I'm behind. I got to get my schedule out today for the rest of the week. I forgot to. I'm down here and I almost started Chris's show by mistake. So whoops. So here we are. Good morning and welcome to Coffee and Crabs with old Johnny. Let's review. Let's start out by reviewing what happened out in the garage for the Daily Paycheck. If you haven't been watching that show, watch that show. The Daily Paycheck is fantastic. It's like one of my favorite things that we do here because I think it really, oh wow, that got weird. It puts to the test the things that we talk about. And what I mean by that is I talk about the right ways to play aggressive, the right ways to play conservative, the right ways to play whatever. And, you know, it's easy to show a strategy back here on my table in the morning and just go, here, there it is at front, right? It's easy to put a video out that says, hey, here's tier pressure. Check it out. It's the best way to play. And then have it go out there and not really show you what it looks like, right? It under fire. So the Daily Paycheck does give us a chance to say, not just once or twice, but like sometimes 11 times, 12 times in a week, the same strategy, live dice, you know, good or bad, right? I've had 3 good runs so far with this thing. We're 3-0. We won $1,700. We're at, 10% or more every single time. We're doing great with it so far. We had one in the first day, one negative little hit coming out of the gate. We fought back from it and it's fine. You got to see these strategies work under pressure, under fire, under scrutiny, under adversity to really know if you take it to the casino. I would never tell you play this way in a casino unless I played it out there and consistently won money with it. Or unless I really understood where the danger zones are. And then we said as a group, you know what? The danger zone is too big of a thing to play for you, right? That's the purpose of that show. It's entertaining and fun and all that kind of stuff, right? But the whole point of it is to put these things under live thrown dice and see how it works. That's the point. So anyway, so far, the Dallas Drawdown's doing okay. First day we had, like I said, we came out with a PSO, fought back. Today we had 2 shooters that literally came out and did exactly what you're supposed to do, right? 3 hits, 7 out. 3 hits, 7 out. But guess what? 3 hits before the 7, you're making $150, right? So those 2 shooters made us $150. The third shooter comes out, the first shot at $140, puts you at goal, and you pull your bets down. Instead of going the whole drawdown, I pulled out of that one after the first shot. So it was, 3, it was 1 shooter, 1 roll, and we were out of it. Profit. Reset everything. Did it again with the next shooter. The next shooter went 20 rolls. We did the Dallas Drawdown, and we did tier pressure 2 levels and made, an extra $750. We made $750. The tier pressure itself made about $700, which was pretty cool to see. Now we left $500 on the table, fine. That's the point of it, right? The point of that was to take 130 and see if we can make 130 into 1,000. We didn't do it, but we made money with it. It was cool, right? That's the whole thing, playing with some excess. It worked out perfectly today. I'm happy with how it's going. Would I play this way at the casino? Probably not. I wouldn't go out there with 640 across, right? I don't have that kind of money yet. If I had $5,000, would I do it? I don't know. Because I don't know what's going to happen on the days where I throw 3 straight PSOs. Remember last week with Dr. S's strategy, we had 2 days in a row where I threw 5 or 6 straight shooters that were 0.7 outs. 5 or 6 straight. This thing here, if that happens, you're down $3,000. Can you make $3,000 back with it? I don't know, right? We haven't seen that happen yet. So that's why I do it. That's why I do it every day to see. Now this strategy though, on a bubble craps machine, right, where I'm going $24 across and I'm going tier down to 18 across, tier down to 12 across, tier down to 6 across and work it from there. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I would do it on a bubble craps machine. No question. And backing that up with a nice big don't pass with odds on it, that's the way to play the insides while you're on the don't on a bubble craps machine all day long. That's a great way. All right, here we go. Let's talk about other stuff. Let's see. what is happening? Let's go here. I didn't do anything else announcements-wise. I really, honest to God, yesterday was a work crazy day. Today's gonna be a work crazy day. Reminder, Friday night fights. Crap and Camper, new champion takes on Crapsy. Whoever Crapsy is, we gotta find out who this person is. We'll see who that works out to be, but that's gonna be Friday night's fight. Waylon yesterday put out a new strategy, which I think, I didn't put it up here, but it's interesting. Waylon's an interesting cat. We'll talk about him here in a little bit more, but this one's cool. He's basically got the 6 and 8 going, and it could be whatever 2 numbers you want. It doesn't matter what numbers you pick, but basically those 2 numbers go. You're going to match your level. So if you lose at 1 unit, you go back out there at 2 units. If you lose, you go back out there at 2 units again. You kind of keep matching your level as you go up. If you win, you take your win and you match your level. So you go up a whole level and then you come back down again. The pattern's pretty cool, and I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to try it out today a little bit, and maybe get that a longer run. But it's cool. It's cool. So check it out if you haven't seen that new video of his. Check it out. It's got some interesting math behind it. Again, like all of Waylon's stuff, it's big bankroll play. You got to have a huge bankroll to make it work. So Skill and Luck has a question here. It says, can we see the 2 or 3 paychecks that made the list in win craps? Yes, we will do that for sure. Probably what I'll do, Skill, is I think my plan is this. Once I'm going to get to about 5, right? 5 paycheck plays, maybe 6, that were the best ones, that were the ones that won the most consistently. And what does that mean? I don't know yet, right? Let me actually switch over. I want to show you. I think I got a screen ready over here. Let's look at it real quick. You've seen this before, so let me just zoom in, go to the template, or go to the summary, and give me a second here for that to load up. Let's zoom in. 1, 2, 3 levels should be enough. And let's see, let's sort by the profit percentage first. I think this is where I don't know, it's interesting what we should sort by here, because right now, if you look at profit percentages, okay, the crossbow, right, the one that me and Waylon did, that's the big winner. That thing went 11-0, right? So it's 100% win rate. It made a fortune. It did really good. The 5, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8 had a good win percentage or profit percentage, but not a great win percentage. It lost twice, but the one time we won like $6,000. So that one might get discounted. The dolly, the line, the mind, and the moon bow are here. They're the ones right now that I think are in the running to be run full time. The come ladder is a good one. That thing was also is 4-1, not 5-0. But that thing won consistently, and so is this drawdown. This thing is doing good too. Other ones, these are all good percentage-wise. Like, all of these things have got good win percentages. They all showed profit, but they didn't show like big profits, like here. And again, I feel like the 5, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, it's got a big profit because of one day. One day it rocked it. So yeah, I'm going to take all these. I've got most of them coded up in win craps. We're going to run them all against a bunch of rolls. And I've got, let's go back over here. I've got 2 sets of rolls to run them against. Okay, the 2 sets of rolls are going to be my rolls that are the controlled shots, my 5,000 rolls. The other set of rolls we're going to do it against is the 50,000. And I'll run them all against both sets of rolls, and we'll see in those circumstances which ones kind of responded the best and how it goes. It'll be interesting for sure to see how that rolls out. And that'll help us, I think, decide which ones to run. I want to run them for a month. I want to go out there for a straight month and put the $5,000 at risk every single day and run it for a full month and see what happens. So that's kind of what I'm getting to. What else? Is there another question that you had, Skill, or somebody else before I start other stuff? Nope, that was it for that one. Other questions we have, only Nightbot being annoying. I got to turn that damn thing off. That Nightbot's a pain in the ass. All right, let's go here. I'm going to get into what we started talking about yesterday, which was this idea. Come on, screens, do your thing. There we go. We were talking yesterday a little bit about this, and I want to dig into one of these. So this is going to take us a while to get through. Personality and play style. And how do I say this right? people judge people, craps players judge each other based on how they play, right? Sometimes people say, I'm too aggressive, and that's supposed to be seen as a negative thing, okay? Sometimes somebody say skills too cautious with the regressions. That might seem to be a negative thing. Sometimes we say Victor's too much of a math guy, right? Always about the house edge, right? Sometimes we think that, people who are playing thinker strategies, right, are trying to outthink a game that you can't. I think it's all random. People who play by feel, we say the dice don't have any memory. What are you doing feel plays for? People like Waylon who play a bankroll hammer strategy. Well, not everybody has that kind of bankroll, dude. What are you doing, right? You play the way that your personality suits you, right? If you're a conservative person and you care about your money and you play cautiously, that's all good. 90% of the time I play that way. You see me this morning, right? We had a kind of aggressive strategy, but the minute we got at bankroll at $500, I'm like, okay, pull out, get out of there, right? And let's move away from that and be cautious with our money. If you're of that mindset, it's cool, right? The thing is, you can't be a cautious person, a cautious mentality, and really diligent with your money and play tier pressure, right? Tier pressure is not a cautious strategy. It's a go for it strategy. It's going to take 4, 5, 6, 7 rolls sometimes before you make your first collection. If you're a conservative player, even though that collection does lock up your profit quickly, so to speak, that's not a conservative cautious play. That's a more aggressive play. People who are inherently conservative and play aggressive strategies are the ones that are most disappointed at the tables. Okay? People that are aggressive mentalities but don't have the bankroll to support it get disappointed at the craps tables because they don't get into it quick enough, right? They don't ever get their aggressive play to pay off because their bankroll can't sustain them long enough. They're setting up for disaster, right? Mathletes who get the FOMO when everybody else is winning and they're not, again, wrong strategy for the wrong mindset doesn't match well. Does that make sense? So what I want to do with the next couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks even, is I want to really dive into your mindset, the kind of player that you inherently are, the kind of person you inherently are, and look at strategies that match that, okay? That match the way your brain works, the way you care about your money or not, and the way that you see the board, see the game, see the dice. Match that up with your bankroll and match that up with your goals, right? So let's remind ourselves, right? We'll come back to the screen in a minute here. Your bankroll's got to match your personality. If you're going to be conservative, you can have less money. If you're going to be conservative, you're going to want, enough for 10 shooters to last your way through and see how you go, okay? Don't let your bankroll force you into a play that doesn't match your personality. Make sure your bankroll either matches your personality or you switch tactics for a little bit, okay? Trying to find the way to merge this stuff together. And I think that it comes down to really understanding your goals. The conservative player, probably, skill back me up, looking for consistent wins, okay? The aggressive player, probably looking for disposable income, okay? Most players looking for comps. Some players are looking for chip porn. They want big wins or nothing, okay? Make sure that your play style matches your goals. And if your bankroll doesn't support your play style or your goal, you need to adjust your goal. $500 bankroll, right? You're not going to be out there looking to hit grand slams every day. You got to use the $500 to build a bankroll to change your play style. I hope that makes sense. So I want to make sure that we're really, really honest about that. What is your actual goal? What does your bankroll say about it? And what kind of person are you? All those three things combine to be the right way for you to play. So you have a better time out there and a better chance to kind of do your thing. And that's it. So we're going to get into cautious play here. I want to make sure I take a minute here and say hi to a couple of folks before I jump in there. So Top Hat, good morning. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you here. And I guess we'll see you for our meeting later on today. And also Sideshow's here. Sideshow, it's good to be here. Sideshow, I'm not sure if you saw it or not, but Jeremy yesterday ran your the Hoppe strategy. Jeremy put a video out on it. Hopefully you got some juice out of that thing. That's pretty cool to see it work. Very cool that he did it with the low level. He went from 44 inside and did it with dollar bets, which was really cool. So hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. Can't wait to see you back here on the stateside. So Yeah. All right, let's get back to it. Let's get back and play cautiously. I want to go back. Ooh, wrong screen. Let's look at some cautious play styles. And what does it mean to be, I use cautious here as my highlight word. I really think conservative is the better way to do it. And if you're inherently cautious with your money, okay, don't watch Waylon's channel, don't watch Vince's channel, okay? I'm joking, of course. Those two are great guys, right? But if you're close to the vest, my money means a lot to me kind of a person, and you're afraid is the wrong word. You don't want to lose even a couple $100. You cannot be playing, right, a ladder strategy. You cannot be playing a permanent press strategy. You cannot be playing things that require you to dip into your bankroll over and over and over again to recover losses. That's just not going to work for you, okay? Unless you're going to play those strategies at the bubble craps machine, where you can play that way. By and large, though, a cautious person is mostly concerned with bankroll protection, right? Making some kind of a reliable profit, not having big swings. The cautious person, typically speaking, isn't looking for the home run. They're looking for opportunity, right? But they're looking for safety, right? They should have pretty strict goals, right? A lot of times you're going to I say short stacking the shooters. What I mean by that is a short mindset. Get me out of here in 2 or 3 rolls, and then we'll see what happens, kind of a thing, versus let me just press forever. Okay, we'll talk about more aggressive ways, and I think even the way that Ed Robinson plays, right, which is smaller inside bets, but he goes forever, right? Whereas a lot of us will go a hit, a press, and a regress. Ed's just going to go, and may lose that initial spread, right, without a collect early enough. That's the difference. It's a slight difference, but it's a big enough difference that I think you have to think about it, okay? If you're in this mindset, you're playing something hybrid most of the time. Horseman, 6, 7, 8, maybe a low-level moonbow. You're hedging things. Like I said, the Storm, the moonbow are more hedgers. You're playing a line, a Molly system, or maybe like my odds maker is a good one for a cautious player to play. Some kind of a short game where you're doing a wedge, three and down, like the Dallas drawdown, but at a super low level, or a skill 66 kind of a thing, where you're in and you're out and you're quick and you're careful and you're taking care of your money, okay? This person's not looking for the home run, but that's okay. When I play cautiously like this, I'm literally in this is, to me, bankroll builder mode. Cautious play is bankroll builder mode. This is like, I'm going to win 50 and get out. I'm going to win 100 and get out. I'm going to play my hybrid. I'm going to be careful. I'm going to get my money and I'm gone, right? That's this person's goal and mentality. Be in touch with that and don't apologize for it, right? Nobody's judging anybody for this. I play this way probably 75, 80% of the time. I am in bankroll protection mode. I am in bankroll builder mode. It's what I do. That's what I do. So there we go. Let's see. Skill and Luck says everyone needs to save a play with a big. What are you saying? Everyone needs to save a play with a big bankroll. No one should play with a small bankroll. Small bankrolls. Well, true enough, right? And define big bankroll, right? And here's where I did this show a couple of weeks back where we talked about what I called big bankroll energy, right? $500 is not a small amount of money. And let's be honest about that. $500 for most people is at least a car payment. It's car insurance payment. It's electric and whatever. It's all your utility bills, probably combined, your electric and your gas and your whatever, right? $500 is no small amount of money. It's decent, right? To burn $500 is painful for most people. Even if your buy-in is $2,000, losing 500 sucks big time, right? So yeah, it's not, I don't think it's not enough. I think it's not enough if you're playing at the wrong size table. So again, it comes into at a $10 table, $500 is right on the edge where you should be, right on the edge of the smallest buy-in you should have. Okay, and even at that, you should be playing $50 a shooter at most. Okay, you got to understand what your bankroll is telling you to do, and I think that's what I want to do with the table here. What is your bankroll telling you to do within that cautious mentality? How do you divvy it up to play a smart or the smartest possible way? That's the thing. Okay, $500 is an enormous amount of money at a bubble crash machine where you have $5 minimum action. $500 is 100x minimum. That's where you can be. And $500 is not a small amount of money. You can play a Wayland ladder strategy at that level. Don't bring $500 to a $10 table and try and play the mind. You're going to get burned too quick. You don't have enough money to play that strategy, right? That's the thing I'm trying to get to. Matching up what you want to do with your bank, with your money, where to play. Let's go to the table. Let's get out there and play a little bit. I'm going to go here to the bigger view, and let me zoom in, or let me put the light on here, and let's do some more examples. We did one yesterday, and I want to give you some small bankroll, but also conservative styles of play that I think are going to be helpful, hopefully helpful to everybody. And this is what I want to get to, is what's going to help us out the most. And again, be in touch with our inner player. So here is a good example, right? $500. If you have a $500 buy-in and you're at 160 across, this is actually me practicing Wayland's new strategy last night. I was playing with it with the at different levels. Anyway, here we go. $500 bankroll. Let's change out change it out. Here's $500. There it is. $500. You can see it right in front there. Okay. With that level of bankroll, playing 160 across is ludicrous, right? This is what I'm talking about. Knowing your role, knowing your place, knowing your potential, so to speak. Okay. Let's get this money off the table, and let's look at the ways that we can safely or smartly play that money with a conservative or a careful or cautious or bankroll builder kind of mindset, right? And if I'm looking at $500 at, let's say, a $10 table, okay, the smart thing to do is say, well, I've got $50 to spend per shooter. I wouldn't go much more than that, probably, okay? There are reasons where you may decide to, okay, where you may go $100 per shooter 5 times, and that might be it. But let's look at some of the things that we can do with this money, ways we can play it out and have a good time. Be careful, but also put ourselves in a spot to win, okay? One thing you can do with this money is a simple don't, right? A simple don't pass or a simple pass, either way, doesn't matter. A simple line bet with 1 or 2x odds and leave it at that, right? You can certainly do a pass line bet. Let me get the rack more here so you can see the odds, right? A pass line bet with even single odds, you still have $30 left. You can do a come bet with, let's say it goes to the 9, with single odds, and you have $10 left over in case you want to jack extra odds on a 6 or an 8 or something like that, okay? Simple play. So you can do a pass line with odds and a don't come to the 5 with odds, right? You can easily do that play and do a little odds maker strategy with your $50, right? Play it in a way that's A, low house edge, B, low volatility, and C, within your budget, okay? This could also be done, and again, I may break the rule here, but you can do a 44 inside. And again, the $5 table, this works because you can take 44 and regress down to 22. At a $10 table, I might break the rule and go 66. This might be a case where I would do a skill 66 and spend $100 per shooter. And I'll show you how to do that here in a minute. Let's play the odds maker first for a little bit, and then we'll switch out and I'll go to the skill 66. All right, we'll do a couple of small conservative plays here. And again, I'm being respectful of my $500 bankroll. I'm at the right size table for it, and I'm playing in a bankroll builder kind of a way, right? There's a 9. I'm sorry, we should have done the pass line. Okay, let's get single odds back there. Okay, 10 pays 15, 10 pays 10, and we'll do 1 unit come bet, $10. Whoa, that was a huge hit. There's a 6, 3 hard 6. So this goes to the 6, and you're happy, right? I might even take all $20 and drop it up there. I love that 6, right? I might take all $20 and drop it up there. And now I'm set. I got my $50 out here for the shooter, right? Hopefully the shooter stays in the zone and rolls us some numbers, okay? And if we get one of them, we'll see what happens here. 5, 3, 8. Again, there's the repeater on the wrong number, which kind of sucks. Little two molly, right? Little 2-point molly. There's a 10. Come on, brother, give me a 9. Give me a 9 or a 6 in here. Come on. Let's go. Another 8. 3 8s. Can you believe it? Shooters on the 8. Shooters all over the 8. Let's go. There's a 6. 5, 1, 6. Fantastic. Right? What does it pay? It pays $10 on the flat. It pays $24 for those 20 bucks in odds. And coming back to my rack, again, if I'm playing this quote unquote the right way, there's 25 bucks. There's 50 bucks. That comes back. I'm probably doing this. I'm probably saying, look, there's my money back. Here is, right now, 14 bucks coming back to me. Right? That's awesome. That's awesome. We made money for sure on the shooter. And if you're a conservative bankroll builder mentality, that's fantastic. You've got money back. As a matter of fact, you're looking for a 10 or 20% win here. Okay, 50 or 100 bucks off this 500. Again, goals have to be important to you when you're playing at the smaller bankroll level, but we got our money back, which is, I think, goal number 1. What can you do here? Well, you can either go back to the come, which is fine, or you can just drop to a number here, which is fine. You got 14 bucks to play with, or you can be conservative, lock that up, and see what happens with your 9. Okay, I could be convinced to take the odds off the 9 and grab a second come bet with it and use this 10 bucks either to go back with those odds or put them on odds on a better number. That might be the way I would play this. As a conservative bankroll building move, I may do that. Remove the odds for a second and, of course, burn them. I just literally lit them on fire with a ace deuce or aces. But you see what I'm going for here? Right? Trying to use that money for good, and there's the 7, which is fine. That pays, that loses. At the end result, we have $24 in our bank, which is great. We can go out there again and try that same gambit again. You made half your goal. If your goal is 10%, you're halfway home on that shooter, right? Little low volatility play. And again, as a conservative player, you don't really get to use your 500 bucks and play across or be super hoppy and be all aggressive and try and, the horn high this and the hopping insides and all. You're going to end up lighting this on fire. As fun as it may be, that's where I say the aggressive Nemo-ish kind of way to play doesn't match this, right? And frankly, I want to make money. I want to make consistent money. I don't want to make, life-changing money out of 500 bucks. You're kind of chasing your tail there. So there's one way, right? Let's take this away. Let's do another play. Let's do another nice conservative, low house edgy kind of a move. Okay, we'll take that same 50 bucks. I'm going to go, we'll go pass line again. It doesn't matter which one you do first. We'll do the pass line to come out with it. That's ugly. It goes to the 10. Okay. I'll take single odds back here, and I'm going to come through the don't. Don't come with a $10 bet. That's going to go to the 8. I guess we have the two worst scenarios, right? The don't come goes to the 8. The pass line's on the 10. But we're still going to go to the 8 here. I'm still going to lay some odds up here. And I think what we got to do is lay 18 in odds to win 15. So let's take $5 back. We'll lay $18 in odds. We'll get 2 change, and there we go. Right, we have some odds back here on the 8. You could leave this alone and say, hey, you know what? I don't like that. We'll leave the flat bet sit. Maybe the discretion being the better part of valor. Maybe both of these bets can be looked at this way. If you're a conservative guy, you say, you know what? I'm probably not going to hit that 10. I'm not wasting odds. We're probably going to hit the 8 before the 7. I'm not going to waste my odds. I'm going to keep my bankroll a little conservative. You got a little bit of play on both sides here. You have a chance at it, right? Up to you to decide how to play that bet. But there you go. You got a little bit of action on both ends of this thing. We get a 7 right out of the gate, so we tie, right? This loses, this pays. Give it another shot. Give it another shot. No big deal. Yeah? Simple plays, right? Simple plays. Again, if you're conservative, there's no need to go out here like a crazy person. Now, let me show you one more. This one, I will break the rule. Okay, we're going to go with $100 on this shooter. I'm going to take the 25 to the don't. I'm going to get this 25. We're going to get nickels for it. Okay. Don't pass. This is one of my fun ways to play. I like this one a lot. We're going to go skill 66, which is, again, you know I love the skill 66. There is 66 on the inside. I need to get some more whites out of here. All right, we got, out of $100, we have 25 on the don't. We got 66 inside. A little bit of change, right? 66, 75. There's our $100. So this is going to be a tough one, right? Because as a shooter or as a player, you're like, man, I only got 5 cracks at this thing. But let's see what happens. Don't pass, 10. Awesome. Love that one. Okay. You might even, if you're so inclined, take, what do you got? 20, you got 25 out here. You might take the $4 and grab you a hard 10. Okay. You might even take the 5. I would probably put the $5 on the hard 10. Just to, who cares, right? It's who cares money at this point. 2 ways to lose that bet. And here we go. Let's get a 66 to work. There's a 9. Watch what I do. 5, 4, 9. I'm going to drop a buck. We're going to win 21, as you know, and we build them up. Again, watch the full move here. If I can pull this off, you'll see the full move that happens. Here we go. That's one hit. We didn't get it. Damn it, Johnny. There's this 4, 3, 7. We didn't get it. We'll do it again. We're gonna burn though. We're gonna burn a little bit. We're gonna burn. Actually, here, I'll take it all down. Not fun to lose money, but we get paid here. $25 on the don't. Okay. As a conservative move here, I would love to, aggressive Johnny, do this. Press that thing up. But bankroll protection mode, right? Do you attack the streak or not? Probably not when you're in this mode. What I probably do is a baby bump of a nickel. I'll press it up to a nickel, but I'll keep that there. I got to go back in again for the next shooter, and we'll do 50, 60, 5, $66. We're going to go inside again, 66. Set it up one more time. Hopefully, this time works out better than last time did. Bets are off. Puck is off. Let's come out. We got that 9. We're on the 9. I'm going to leave this here. And you'll see why in a minute. I'm going to leave my, I know this is a weird move to make, but we're going to leave the 9 on. At this point, I don't care about the don't pass. I'm going to care about that bet in a minute. Oh, for frick's sake. All right, I guess we're going to do this today, right? Lose it again. Dang it. All right, $30 on the don't. It goes to 35. This quarter is going to get changed out for nickels. And I got to drop more money. See, we're bleeding a little bit here, right? Let's go. There's $50. 3. It was easier in the garage to make money today, right? All right, let's go ahead and get $6 here. Okay, here we go. Puck's off. Puck's off. Let's do it again. Back to the 9. All right. Can I get 2 inside hits? Hey, there's an 8. There's one of them. Let's get it. Drop a buck. Let's press them up. Okay. There's one inside hit. There's a 6. There's our second inside hit. So we did it. That pays $28. Okay. I'm coming down. Watch. The reason why I left the 9 up here is this, because I knew this move was going to come if we could hit our insides. I'm going to get these things colored just to make the rack look pretty so you can see where we are. Okay, there is $75. There's 100. And there's 10. Okay, So we went out here with 66 bucks. There's 25, 50, 65. There's the 67 we started with, right? 66 plus 1. That's coming back to the rack. And here is 50 bucks in profit. So that move, when it works, brings you back a guaranteed 50 bucks in profit, and I pull the bets down. Okay, rather than leaving them out there, okay, we're going to pull them back to the rack. Let my don't pass ride the rest of the way. Let the don't pass ride this thing out. Let's just beat the 9. So I locked up 50. I'm hoping to lock up 35 more on this shooter. If I can get a 7 here, we're going to lock up 85 bucks on this shooter. And that's a good little run right there, right? And again, I pulled this move off a lot at larger size tables with tiny bankrolls. This is a good way to fight back. Okay, we're going to lose our don't here. We get the 9. Didn't work out that time, right? But it's a good way to fight back. Look, we're only down, right? We've earned ourselves back. There's 100 bucks there and there's 25 here, right? We lost 66 bucks twice, right? But we earned our way back a little bit. I'm going to do that move one more time. The same play, we'll regress back to the don't pass. Let's get 50, 65. That'll be 66 inside. We have our buck for later. I'll get it set up. We'll do it one more time. And let's see here. Let's go 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, puck's off. Coming out. Coming out to a 10. That's great. 6, 4, 10. Matter of fact, this time if we pull it off, we may even go a little bit more aggressive. Nope, not going to happen. Boy, oh boy, we're getting either not a friendly day here. We're going to get 25 bucks down there. Like before, I'll pull that back and go up by 1 nickel. Okay, the 66 bucks out here is going to die. So 50. I'm going to go 76 bucks to the dealer and get 10 change. Those bets are back up and out. And now we're down, right? 275 in the rack. Let's make it happen. Let's pull the whole move off. 6, 4, 10. Boy, that was lucky. There's a 10. There's a 9. Good. I got to take a nickel out and get 4 change to drop that virtual dollar to the dealer. Okay, let's get these pressed up. All right. 5, 3, 8. Good, we did it. That's perfect. So what happens here? $28. We know this. All this comes down. There's our 75. Here's our 10. Love it, right? Love this part of the strategy. There we go. $375 back in the rack. There's 30 bucks there. There's a white chip up here. Now, what do? Wait out the 7. I'm on a point of 10. I'm taking this 30 bucks and I'm weighing it. I'm gonna take part of my profit and we're going to lay it against the 10. Okay? We know we're on a good number here, right? Let's take half of what we made off that 50 bucks and use it to get a little bit extra juice if we can and ride it out. I think this is a good way to be super conservative with a tiny bankroll, right? And eke it out. Fine with this, right? There's my 7, which we knew was coming. That's great. It's 30 bucks flat. It's 15 bucks on the odds. If I take all, actually I'll make my don't pass go to 35. Well, I'm not, I'll make it a quarter. Just color it up, bring back all that money, and we're back to basically even, right? We got beat up here 3 or 4 times and we're still even, right? A little bit of hybrid play for you there. That switches light to dark. Again, conservative person, I can do that all day long, right? And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. We could have left this out here and let the $44 run, whatever you want. It's all good. You can play, yesterday I did the Horseman. That's a good conservative play. You can do like the come ladder would be a great one, right? Take 50 bucks. Let's take 50 bucks and do a little come ladder, right? Also, easy, simple play. Okay, let's do it. Let's get a new point. And that's a 3. Again, and I got to make this point because it's an important one. Let's go $10 in the come. If you're a conservative player, and I mean conservative mindset, not because you don't want to lose your money. Don't play in crazy ways. There's 5 or $10 there. There's 3 units in here. That's 1 unit more, right? Play in ways that conserve your bankroll, that give you a chance to win, right? And keep you in the game. There's 5 units there. I really should go 6 units here, take it on the red. Okay, 5 on the felt, 6 in the come, unit-wise. There's a 9. Now I got all 3 come bets set. Let's make the shooter make us money, right? Let's have the come ladder work from the right side. The come ladder switches sides, right? It goes from right to dark. 5, 4, 9, fantastic. Pays 30 bucks, right? What do? Rack it up, or take 10 of it at least and put it over there and start rebuilding that rack. You can go back out if you want to, whatever you want, right? I think these low volatility, simple plays, there's an 8, are great ways to A, stick around for a while, B, grow your bankroll, right? And C, not be going anti the way that you like to play. Hey, look at that, the 4 hit. That's fantastic, right? 4 units coming back. I love that. Look at that. We got him the 4. That's great. I could keep rolling these things out here, right? Let that odd sit up there sit. We can take our quarterback here and look at where we are, right? Just by dinking around a little bit, our bankroll is back to 500 bucks. We got 20 bucks out here. We're actually back in profit again. That's awesome. There's our 7. Bummer, we lose this here, but look at that. We actually are at $4 in profit, $5 in profit after all that losing, right? Bounce around a little bit and play some low volatility plays. So what, man? So what? Let me come back over here. I know it's almost time for Chris's show. Let's go here. Okay? If you're a cautious conservative person and you have a smaller bankroll and you're in builder mode, not home run mode, this is cool, right? Play some 6, 7, 8, right? I did a 6, 7, 8 with the skill 66 as the base bet, right? That was my 6 and 8 play, right? My inside play, turned it into 50 bucks, take it off the table, then go to the 7 with your don't bet. That's a great little way, right? When it works out, it's 50 bucks here, it's 25 bucks there, you're $75 in and out, just like that, right? You can pull that move off, probably on, I would say, 3 out of 5 shooters, you can pull that exact move off and it works, right? It's a great way to play conservatively, cautiously with a mind on your bankroll, right? There's not a big swing. You saw it. We never swung really deep, right? We were $100 down, $50 up. We were kind of in here. It's about having good goals and about, again, short stacking it or being mindful of how much you're going to play per shooter, right? Cautious plays are good. And I think everybody, I'm talking to all of you, have to have a cautious, conservative play in your back pocket. You got to have a horseman. You got to have a come ladder. You got to have the odds maker. You got to have the 66 switch, whatever you want to call that thing, in your back pocket so that when you are short on your bankroll, let's say you go from $2,000 to 500. Now you're here, right? Now you got to be careful with your bankroll to build it back up again. Have the way to switch in your back pocket. You're not always going to be loaded. You're not always going to be in that power spot. You're not always going to be in the mindset of home run today. You're going to be in the mindset of let me get out of here today, right? That's what I'm after. That's today. We're going to do some more cautious stuff. I'm going to play cautious strategies like that all week long. Next week, we're going to run into, let's go back over here. We're going to run next week into the more aggressive stuff. Okay. Then we're going to run into some, I'll do a week of all the mathematical plays, and a week of all the thinker plays, and a week of all the field plays, and a week of I'll do a full week of Wayland stuff. Full week of just using the bankroll as a club and beating the casino with big bankrolls. We're going to do all of these things. I want you to get experience watching, playing, hearing, and seeing all those different styles of play. Something's going to hit for you. You're going to go, that's the one that I want to play. That fits my personality. That style of play fits my personality. I need the right bankroll to fit it and the right table conditions to hit it. So that's what we're going to get to. I want you guys to see all these things. It's going to take me a while to get through it all, but I think it's important. And this will lead us at some point down the road of the United States of Craps, right? What style of play matches your city, state, and your people? So that's what we're going to get to. All right. Let me check on questions and answers and all that kind of stuff. Any other questions that are here? But here's a question. Why am I, you're talking to me. Are you talking to me? Why am I so sexy as a Craps YouTuber? Oh my God. That's funny. Hyperpress Nemo, scared money do not make money. I don't know. I hate that line. I think it's such a bullshit line. I know Wayland says it a lot too. I love Wayland, but come on. That's not true. You can't say scared money makes no money. Scared money is you're having a bad session and you're making stupid bets, right? I think playing within your means. If you have a $500 bankroll at a $10 table, you've got to play smart. It's not scared money, it's smart play, right? It's making low volatility plays so your bankroll gives you a chance to kind of build steam up and go. If you can turn 500 into 600 or 750, now you can play bigger bets and take more chances at it. But you go $500 and do hop and everything, and you whip out $190 in hops in the first roll. Well, then you're just a fucking moron. That's stupid play. That's not a scared money makes no money, so I'm going to do something different play. That's just a dumb play with the $500 that you've got. If that's what you've got, that's what you've got. You got to play with what you've got in a smart way, and that's what I'm trying to get through here. So I think advocating for super aggressive stuff with a lower bankroll isn't smart. So there we go. Yeah, you guys are. You know what? What's funny? I was gonna get rid of Nightbot because Nightbot's a pain in the ass, right? Now y'all are chatting with Nightbot, which means you're actually talking to a computer AI, and it's become its own thing. So I love the fact that you guys are giving Nightbot a bunch of shit. That's pretty great. There you go. Vince is saying it's a tech, maybe you're talking to somebody else. I just saw a chat going through that. It doesn't make much sense to me. Let's see, not a strategy. Yeah. Be prudent with your dollar. I think that's right. Be prudent with your dollars. Your money's important, man. I don't know anybody here who's independently wealthy. Maybe Vince is. I don't know. I'm not. I work really, really hard for my money. I don't want to lose $1 of it. Whether I got a $10,000 401g account or a $1,000 401g account, I don't want to lose any of it, right? So to me, $500 is important. I don't want to burn it. So I tend to play pretty careful. Anyway, scared California Craps Club. The quote: "They scared money is money you took from the kid's piggy bank and the wife's purse." That is scared money. You better make that win. All right, what else do we have? Anything else here on the PCs for me? Let's see. Skill luck. Everyone needs to save. We already talked about that. But yeah, this is true, right? I think if anything else, the bankroll play is the message of the day, right? Know your bankroll, right? You can match your bankroll to your play style. You can play a mathematical way with a small bankroll or a big bankroll. You can play an aggressive way with a small bankroll at a small level machine instead of at the table. You can do what you want to do. You got to match your heart, your head, your whatever, your nature to your money, to the table you're playing at. All three things combined can work for you, but don't leave disappointed because you did something like this, right? Didn't match up correctly with your bankroll and your want to. Instead, doing this with what you've got. You got to put it all together, right? I think we lose money because we don't put it all together, and I think that's where it's at. So anyway, I'm out. 9 o'clock. Time for Chris Dice Degen on the Daily Wager. I'll see you over at his channel now. With that said, everybody, thanks again for watching. Love y'all. And that's it. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye.